Yo, what is going on, guys? Crypto Vibes here, also known as Crypto. Bringing you guys another video. Today, guys, I got my Week 5 matchup going up against the Seattle Salandits and Bash, Coach Bash. So, both sitting at 3-1 currently, so this is definitely a pretty big match. I believe we're playing 10 weeks total. We actually shortened the season, so I think that's good overall. So, this should be good. And, yeah, going over his team, he's got a pretty threatening team consisting of... Let me check. He's got Mimikyu, or he's got Mew, Mimikyu, Thunderous Eye, Gudra, Mega Aggron, or Mega Beedrill now. He just dropped Mega Aggron. And then Mandibuzz, Alamomola, Roserade, Donphan, Primeape, Vikavolt, and Flareon. So, with that team being said, definitely got a few threats that I'm scared of. Being the Thunderous Theory, I'm pretty scared of that. Mew, obviously, being as diverse as it is definitely a problem. So those mons in general are going to be tough. As well as a Mega Beedrill, because I don't have anything that can outspeed it on this team I'm bringing, even my one Scarfmon, which still can't outspeed it, so I'm going to rely a lot on my priority this week and hazards. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get into the team. Alright, so we got a modest type of Go set right here with Volt Switch, Grass Knot, Thunderbolt, and Nature's Madness. Basically enough EVs to be able to outspeed Thunderous T, being that's not Scarfed. And its priority moves against me could be like Taunt and stuff. I can't really think of anything else. Obviously can't Thunder Wave me. I guess I get Toxic me if I really wanted to. But then we'll just run Modest just for the best pure power out here, obviously. The only thing on this team that can outspeed me is, obviously barring Choice Scarfers, are his Mega Beedrill. So Tapu Koko can have a pretty nice time here, breaking his main core being stuff like the Mandibuzz and Alamomola, so that should be nice. And I don't really expect him to bring the Roserade, but something like the Gudra, I'm thinking it's going to be his main response to this. And Donphan, obviously I'm bringing the Nature's Madness plus Grass Knot if that is his main response, and I can just knock it out. Grass Knot does, I believe, like 52 to 61 or something like that percent. And I threw the rest in the HP. A little bit in defense, obviously I want to have that odd HP stat. But anyways, getting into our next mon, this can be huge this week. Ray, our Mammoth one, Choice Scarf option right here, we're running Adamant once again. So it's so strong, like against Mew, like knockoff does it over half. Mimikyu does not want to take an Ice Crash or an Earthquake from this thing at all. Thunderous Eye, Ice Crash dead. Gudra, Ice Crash dead. Beedrill dead. Mandibuzz takes a ton. Alamomola is the one thing that can come on this pretty easily. So I'll have to weaken that or knock it out with something. I do have a couple options on my team to do that. Roserade does not want to take an Ice Crash. Donphan, nope, does not want to take one. They can take one actually, but I don't think it can do much to me. Earthquake, we can eat that. And then Primeape, I don't really expect Primeape against my team in particular, but he could bring it. Vikavolt, I can Ice Crash that for 2 KO. And then Flareon down at the bottom, Earthquake just incinerates, I believe. So that being said, Mammoth One puts in a ton of work against this team. Knockoff's obviously there for the Mew. If I can chip the Mew down low enough, I'll kill it with a knockoff, find a sack or something, send Mammoth back into Ice Crash. That's like the game plan, because obviously I'm not going to try to sweep if Alamomola's still up, so that's something I need to get rid of and get rid of fast. So getting into our next mon, this is kind of a help with that. New addition to the team, Dragonite, Biggie Smalls right here. So got the Electrium Z Dragonite set with max attack Adamant. So basically this lets us outspeed, I believe I'm creeping with these first 3 mons, Thunderous T, or Thunderous Eye, I'm sorry. But yeah, after Dragonite we outspeed that. So that's really good for our Dragonite there. And Ice Punch is really good coverage for hitting things like the hits the Gudra. Actually, no, it hits not. What does it hit on this team? Hits the Thunderous, I guess, and it hits the Donphan, I guess was one thing I was going for. I guess the Red Sponge was my last move. Didn't really think I'd be clicking it much, but that was that. And Sponge is really important because I believe the Electrum Z Thunder Punch can do about up to 60% to the Alamomola. So if I get the thing chipped down with some other moves and stuff, I can throw it off, hopefully try to catch it on a Wish or something. So that's the plan there with Dragonite. And moving into our next one, this is a very interesting set. Being our Mega Scizor this week, definitely a little weary about it, but it can definitely late game sweep if I play it right. Coming in with Bug Bite, Bullet Punch, Swords Dance, and Substitute actually. And the EV spread, like I said guys, I made this team a while ago, so I'll do my best to talk about what the EV spread does. I believe the defense is, or the Fizz Def is meant to take on, crap, what does it take on? Yeah, I knew I'd have trouble with this. I think you can take 2 Earthquakes from an Adamant Donphan, I believe, Earthquakes, so yeah, that's nice there. And then I threw Summon Spadef, I believe it allows me to take might let me take a +2 Thunderbolt from Thunderous Eye. Like I said, I'm kind of, like the Donphan I'm pretty sure about. I'm not sure about what the Spadefs are for. And the speed lets me outspeed a... What is that there for? I think it was something creeping in one of my other mons or something, but like I said, guys, it's very like complex, and I don't remember what it was for. I'll try to get the video up. I'll try to get team builder videos going up so I can like be fresh up top of my head what everything's for and whatnot. But basically, my idea with sub Swords Dance is Alamola can't even break my sub with 2 Scalds. With I think it was 2 Scalds. It might just be 1, but I can set up on that thing, and I do have another mon that in case I get burnt with this, I do have heal ball on this team that can help out a lot. But getting into my next mon. With now Lego, pretty defensive set this week. T-Spikes and Stealth Rocks are very nice. Stealth Rocks especially, just to cripple things, or not cripple, but weaken things like the Mega Beedrill, which is very nice. And as well as hitting Mandibuzz for 25%, which is also really good. As well as crippling just the rest of the team. And Power Gem and Grass Knots there just for nice coverage against this team. Yeah, hits the majority of his team really solidly. I don't think there's a Steel type on his team actually. Yeah, he got rid of Mega Aggron, so no Steel types. So this can really put in a lot of work, this whole set. And like I said, speed, I think we're actually, yeah, we're running enough for Jolly Mimikyu if he brings that. And then the rest was basically thrown into bulk. For our next mon, we have Aquafina the Vaporeon right here. Leftovers, Heal Bell, Scald, Wish, and Baton Pass. I'm not bringing Protect. I'm not bringing the usual Protect, Toxic, or whatever as our last moves. I figured Heal Bell would be real nice with the Scizor set we're bringing right here. Bug Bite, obviously, our SD set. Baton Path is just nice, so we can obviously wish if we want a Baton Path into something important, like get our multi-scale back on Dragonite possibly, or even Scizor, get it more healthy. Even Lego if we don't have all our hazards up or anything. But anyways, it's our main defensive check to things like the Donphan and the Mega Beedrill. So yeah, that's something we needed. Mega Beedrill does have a little bit of trouble against things like Vaporeon and Scizor, which I mainly have for. More likely my plan is something like Beedrill. If it comes in on Scizor, U-turns out into something like Alamola or Donphan to get up for something like Rocks or something. So it pretty much gives me an SD or a sub either way I want to go, and pretty much claim a kill. So that's going to be the team, guys. We'll go ahead and get into the battle here right now. And yeah, as you can see, he did in fact bring Roserade. I was a little surprised about that one. He brought the Mew. I knew the Mew would probably come. I didn't really talk too much about it in the team builder, but Mew is very solid against my team, being that it can just run like a fire coverage plus psychic, because I don't believe I have a dark type on my team, so it's very good for him. He could even run a fair defense if he wants. Alamola, I pretty much expected that, so Tapu Koko is going to be huge to keep around, as well as my Dragonite. Does not bring the Mandibuzz, so that's very nice for my team. Donphan's coming through, so that's always going to be difficult to switch into because it hits very hard with an Adamant Earthquake, so I got to be careful about that. Keeping my things like my Vaporeon healthy enough for that, and as well as Mega Scizor, I guess. And then he has the Goodra, obviously main check to things like my Tapu Koko. Need to watch out for that. And then the Beedrill, which can also be my whole team like I was talking about. So going into the battle, I was kind of thinking, would he lead Roserade, Aloe, or not Aloe, was it either Roserade, Donphan, or the Mega Beedrill? So I was kind of sitting there thinking that maybe I lead with Mamoswine and just get nice damage up on something. But then I was thinking, no, I got to keep it healthy for the Alamola. And I was thinking he probably leads Beedrill actually because he outspeeds my majority of my team. So I didn't really have a great lead. On the off chance he did lead Roserade or Donphan, I wanted to lead Koko. So I'm actually going to do that right here. I do have the music off, thank goodness. I'm going to lead Koko, as he actually does lead Beedrill, which is fair against my team. Now, I'm not even going to Volt Switch here because I obviously don't want to take a move right here. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and Hard Switch out into my Scizor, as he's going to go for the U-turn. And by the damage he does, he probably can tell I'm offensive, but does about 30%. Goes into his Donphan right here. Now, this is probably a little bit of misplay, taking a little bit too much damage right here. I decided to go for the Substitute, as I probably should have went for the Swords Dance right away, thinking obviously he's probably just going to go for Stealth Rocks. And yeah, as I do, I just go ahead and Mega and go for the Substitute, as he does decide to go for the Stealth Rocks turn 1. Or not turn 1, but the next turn. Set up my FD right here, as he's going to go ahead and break my sub with the Earthquake. Now, I know my Bug Bite can't kill, but at least 2 hit KOs at this range. An Earthquake should not knock me out by any chance. No, an Ice Shard can't even knock me out from this range, so that's very nice there. As we're able to knock this thing out with the second Bug Bite. And now, at this point, his only switching that can take a... he could either go Mew or Alamola right here, I believe. Because Mew should be able to outspeed my Mega Scizor with whatever set he's running, even though he could be a very defensive set with not much speed at all. Which I believe even 0 speed outspeeds my Mega Scizor set. And then Alamola could come in, obviously eat a Bug Bite, and then kill me with a Scald. So he's actually going to choose to do that. And I'm going to get the Bug Bite off, and that damage is crucial, very crucial to the Aloe. Basically, that puts it in range of my Electrium Z on the Dragonite. But I actually decided to go Tapu Koko here first, just because I want to get some momentum right here. And I want to potentially get my rocks up because Beedrill's still a huge threat. So exactly, I'm just going to choose to go for the Volt Switch right here as he goes into Slime Shady, which is his prime response to this. Understandable. And here comes Dragonite actually. I'm going to go Dragonite actually right here instead of going for my rocks because getting rid of Slime Shady is actually huge for Tapu Koko as well, because Tapu Koko can put in a ton of work on his team once this thing is gone, or at least weakened to the point where it can almost be gone. So I'm actually just going to go for the Dragon Claw right here, because it knocks out the Goodra, unless he's like max HP and max defense with like Rocky Helmet or something, which would suck. But he's actually just going to switch out right here into his Alomola, which was another thing I thought about, because Dragon Claw plus my Electrium Z Thunder Punch can actually knock him out from where he's at. Even after leftovers, it's a roll in my favor. Like I think I may have said a little bit less last time I said it, but I think it does like 60 some to 70 some, so it's a pretty good roll in my favor right here. So I'm actually just gonna throw off that as he decides. He's probably just wishes right here, I imagine, or Scalds, one of the two. Yeah, so I'll just knock him out right there, which is huge for my Mamoswine. So Mamoswine has been really fun this game. All I gotta do is get rocks up with this Mega Beedrill later in the game and cripple that down to where Ice Shard can knock it out eventually. So actually right here, another turn, I was just explaining all that, but the range I'm at, I can actually live any one hit from this guy, even if he's adamant, so, which I think he is, because he outspeeds my whole team anyways. I think adamant outspeeds Coco. Actually, adamant does not outspeed Coco, so he might just be jolly, but Poison Gel was a roll in my favor to live this, and he actually does not get the roll, and he does get the poison, which isn't too big of a deal, because I didn't go for Dragon Dance, which actually, that was in the back of my head, but if I did get poison like I just did, that definitely would have sucked. So I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw and almost knock him out, as that damage is so crucial, because now I can go into my Vaporeon, scare him out with a Scald, which might not have been my best play in reality, because I take all this U-turn damage. But I really didn't have anything else to take a hit, so I'm going to go for the Scald right here into Romeo. I'm going to get the burn, and these rocks are really bad for my Vaporeon, obviously, because it's not going to be able to take hits from the Beedrill. It's that was my initial check to Beedrill, so it's too low to come in from actually after the spikes and rocks, so that's going to be rough. So Rosered's doing its job, getting up the spikes. I'm going to get my rocks right here, because that's what I needed to do. And I figure since Rosered's still around, I'm not really going to throw my T-spikes at this point. They're not really too useful. I guess against the Mew it actually is pretty good, and the Goodra as well, but I still have my Mamoswine for most of the damage there. As we're just going to continue to throw, sorry if I just skipped that, but he's just going to continue to get all his spikes up as I Power Gem to knock this thing down or out. I'm just going to Power Gem right here to knock him out, as it should send out. It will send out actually his Goodra or his Mew, because his Mega Beedrill can't come out because of rocks now, which is actually really good. So Beedrill's out of the game, which means Coco can outspeed everything, as well as Mamoswine, barring that the Mew's not scarfed, of course. So he's actually going to go into his Mew right here, save his Beedrill as a sack fodder, and later I'm just going to decide to get damage off right here, because I need to get this thing in range of a knockoff from Mamoswine. So he's going to go ahead and get that leftover damage right there. I'm going to Power Gem right here. I want to see if he has softball in this thing. So I'm actually, my play right here is I got him low enough to the point where I could go Tapu Koko, because I have the Nature's Madness, and I could afford to sack Tapu Koko at this point, because Mamoswine can clean at this point if the Mew is low enough. And if I go Tapu Koko, get the Nature's Madness off, he would kill me the turn after. So he's actually going to show this turn, as I go into the Koko, he will show the soft boiled. So I think the play right there I made was fair, as he's going to go for the soft boiled, and I can go ahead and throw up my Nature's Madness, get him low enough, and he's just going to knock me out with the Side Shock. So at this point, Mamoswine should be able to clean up, because the knockoff does, I believe, it was a really good roll in my favor. I think it was like a 20%, I think it was like a 2 to 10 odds or something like that the knockoff killed. It was a really good roll, my chance, in my favor, I mean. So I'm going to knock the Mew out. The Slime Shady's going to come in, and as long as I hit the Icicle Crash, I can win this game. I'm going to go ahead and sack off my Vaporeon, because obviously I'm Choice Scarfed. Mamoswine was locked into knockoff. So Aquafina is actually going to live that like a champion, get a Scald off, and does not matter, because Icicle Crash was a 1-hit KO from full HP it was a 1-hit KO from full. So we're going to come back into Mamoswine. All those hazards just killing my team. We're able to knock out the Goodra, and the Beedrill will die to rocks, and that kill does go to the Nihilego. So Mamoswine once again putting in good work, as we are luckily able to pull this one out. But after the game, Bash was actually asking me about my hazard removal, and Mega Scizor is my only option other than like a Defog Dragonite, which isn't ideal, I guess, for my team. So I actually did make a transaction, which you guys will definitely see here in a little while, or for my next week's match. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Definitely a solid battle to Bash. I do appreciate the good game. And yeah, peace out, guys.